home of the Bob Jones University Bruins. Tonight's game features the Pensacola Christian College Eagles and your BJU Bruins. At this time, we'd ask that you please stand for a word of prayer, followed by our national anthem. Leading us in prayer tonight is the Vice President for Advancement and Alumni Relations, Mr. John Matthews, followed by the singing of our national anthem by Bruins volleyball player Abby Plew.
Well, on our alumni night, on behalf of our 40,000 alumni around the world, let me welcome you to this game against Pensacola, Eagles and Bob Jones Bruins. Blackout's a lot of fun, so may the best team win. Go Bruins! Let's pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for the wonderful opportunity to enjoy a game like tonight with a wonderful sister institution, Pensacola. Lord, we'll welcome their fans as we welcome our alumni. And give us a good game, Lord, and we're just thankful for this evening. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now the starting lineup for the visiting team, the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Number 0, James Sotomu. Number 2, Christian Porter. Number 10, John Clay. Number 21, Dakota Pratt. Number 41, Eric Woods. And Eagles head coach, Mark Getch.
It's growl time.
And now the starting lineup for your Bob Jones University Bruins. Number 1, Cam McKennedy. Number 2, Elijah Couples. Number 3, Nate Ellenwood. Number 10, Devin Dean. Number 25, Jason Barnhart. And Bruins head coach, Burton Uaro.
We have waited for this one all season long, since beginning the 2019-20 season. Rivalry night here at the Davis Fieldhouse as the Bob Jones University Bruins welcoming Pensacola Christian College to Greenville, South Carolina. Johnny Gamet bringing you the action alongside Nate Warwick. As always, it's been a little bit since we've been back here in the Davis Fieldhouse. The team was on the road for to begin second semester of play. Their first home game, the first of 3, coming up here in the next week. Bruins will be in their home whites, Pensacola in the blues. And the Bruins riding a 5-game winning streak in this rivalry coming into tonight, Nate.
Yeah, 7-4 all time. And also having a fairly decent season, coming in at 8-8 on the year.
Pensacola is able to gain possession early on. That's Porter with it up top. Back across to Woods. Clay back up top to Surimu.
And really, both these teams have spent much of the early part of the season on the road. For the Eagles, they've already logged 20 games, 14 of them on the road. For the Bruins, 16 games, 13 on the road.
McKennedy looking to start off the scoring. His shot is short. Coach Yu going with a little bit different look in the lineup here tonight. Going to be without Kendall Norrington this evening. He's out with injury. But starting 2 freshmen in the starting 5 here tonight. And it's Christian Porter starting the scoring for the Eagles.
Expect to see a lot of Ellenwood and Barnhart today, though.
Jason Barnhart back to Ellenwood. Ellenwood in the post. Turn around, up off the glass. That's too easy for Nate Ellenwood on the hook shot. Kissing it softly, giving the Bruins their first points of the game.
It certainly makes it look easy.
Bruins coming back with some full court pressure. One of the reasons, particularly Eli Couples, the new freshman up top there, is in the game, is his defensive speed and ability. This one back up top to Clay, met by Dean. Trying to drive around him, back out to Porter. Almost got pickpocketed there. Pratt working on Barnhart. Pratt, scoop shot on the way. And a lot of people will remember a couple of years ago when Dakota Pratt came in and made his first, I believe, 5 or 6 shots from the field. Bruins still ended up winning that one pretty handily, but Dakota Pratt is no stranger to this building and one of the seniors on the team here this year.
That ball, I think, traded hands about 3 or 4 times in quick succession. Ends up being Eagles ball.
Well, so many times in this kind of an environment, players won't admit it, but you've got to have a little bit of jitters, and the enormity of the crowd and the enormity of this rivalry is such that you're gonna get psyched up for this game, but also have to kind of settle into a rhythm. Pratt gets the offensive rebound back inside. Scoop shot on the way is good from Woods in the key, and the Eagles go back on top.
Excellent passing, both on the first attempt and on the second. Great job by the Eagles.
Barnhart trying to work around Pratt. Goes through the lane, up and in. Jason Barnhart getting into the scoring column. Clay keeps it himself down to Pratt. Pratt's hook shot on the way, gets it to drop. The Eagles have been able to find the answer offensively here in the first 3 minutes of the contest. Up top, Devin Dean. Another one of the freshmen back outside. Couples 3-point shot is good. Elijah Couples off the assist from Devin Dean. And the Bruins on top, 7-6. Play through the lane, going to be fouled by McKennedy. That's one thing about John Clay. His center of gravity makes him a more difficult matchup from a defensive perspective because he plays so low to the ground. Not just in frame, but keeping that ball low, and really forces you to really get down more in a squatting position, even though Cam McKennedy is not much taller, but Cam definitely a defensive force for the Bruins as well.
First foul of the contest coming about 3.5 minutes in.
Clay gets the second. We're back all tied up, 7-7. We missed it earlier. The Lady Bruins falling to PCC 69-60 was the final score in that one. Couples in the corner to Ellenwood. Little shake and bake, turnaround jumper on the way, up off the glass, no good. Barnhart getting the offensive rebound. He can't finish. McKennedy there for the follow, but I believe there was a foul called before that on Pratt.
That's a player the Bruins would love to get into foul trouble here as early as possible. Good effort down low, but of course Barnhart, competitor that he is, he wishes he had that tap back so he could try to put it in.
Jason Barnhart, what a career he has had here with the Bruins. Edging ever closer to the all-time scoring mark in program history. So we have our first subs getting ready to check in for the Bruins. It's Zach Orr and John Allen replacing Barnhart and McKennedy. Poked away there by Dean. Dean coming back the other way, trying to go up for the slam, and is going to be fouled. And Devin Dean wanted that one to drop, but I'm not sure the roof could have handled it.
Woods didn't get
looking
much
to
of
put
him.
Woods on a poster and couldn't complete the dunk.
We'll get a chance for two from the line, and yeah, this place would have gone absolutely nuts. There are, I think, at least 4 guys on the Bruins who can throw one down given the right circumstances.
Including Devin Dean. He did it last weekend down in Florida as the Bruins, as said, began second semester of play, opening 3 games in 3 days, and they were able to win 2 of them. Victories over Welch College and Johnson University of Florida. Coming into this one, Bruins at 500, 8-8 overall, and a perfect 2-0 in region play.
Ellenwood looking to push the tempo.
Passes across, back to Orr, corner, 3-point shot for Dean, no good. Bruins still up 11-7. Back to Clay on the outside. Clay trying to go down to Pratt, and it's going to go off of Pratt, they say. Pratt trying to make his case that it went off of Dean instead. And now the Eagles with a couple of substitutions ready to check in. Couples taking the transition 3, and the freshman coming up with some big shots early on.
Well, he's definitely rewarding Coach Yu for starting him a couple big threes, some good defensive pressure.
Trapped in the corner, good defensive effort here. Pratt getting it across to Clay. He'll take a wide open 3-point shot, no good. Gets it back. Extending possession, Clay through the line again. Back out to Woods, baseline jumper, no good. Pratt trying to follow. Ball bouncing around before Couples skies for the rebound. Back across to Dean, over to Allen. Nice pump fake, back across to Ellenwood. 3-point shot away, no good. Orr with the rebound. Couples, he'll try the 3 again. Yeah!
How about the freshman?
Talking to some of the players earlier this week, and you know, it really is just hard to describe, especially if you're a new player to the team, the excitement and the atmosphere of a PCC game. And Couples really embracing the moment here so far. D back up to Couples. He goes through the lane, up off the glass, why not?
So, for those of you keeping score at home, Couples has 11 points, the Eagles have 7.
Elijah Couples providing the spark early on. Timeout.
Freshman from Harrisburg, North Carolina, absolutely tearing it up, and he's playing very smart basketball. He's not forcing anything, he's letting the offense develop, and his teammates are finding him for open looks.
Really, the offensive way the ball is moving around is really creating open opportunities, because really Couples hasn't been forcing those threes. It's that extra pass that leaves him wide open at the top of the key. And that's just taking advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. The Bruins coming out with a little bit more full court pressure here.
Couple showing nice play on that drive as well. Ooh, nearly stolen away by Ellenwood.
Play. Back up top to Rawlings, trying to throw it in the corner and throws it away.
Substitution here is Christian Porter checking back in as he's going to sub in for John Clay.
Back in the corner to Brush. Back up Couples. 3-point shot away again. Got it! He's on fire!
14 points for Couples in less than 7 minutes.
Bruins coaching staff telling me very early on in the recruiting of Eli Couples that he was a special player in a number of ways and had a lot of potential. He's showing it here tonight. Allen, he'll take the three from the outside. Got it to go! And the Bruins have blown this one open early on, 25-7. And we haven't even reached the halfway point of the first half.
A little bit of a bailout there for the Eagles as the Bruins, the only two by the ball, and tapped it the wrong direction. Well, the Bruins have definitely come out on fire here.
That's a three from the outside, so 25-10 is our score. Allen on the near side, looking for Orr in the post. He's met by Pratt. Zach Orr through the lane, gets it poked away initially. Back over to Harwood, over to Allen. Thought about the jump back three there for a second. Ellenwood through the lane. Spin move on the way off the glass.
He makes some difficult shots look oh so easy. Great move and finish by Ellenwood.
Make it 27-10 in this first half. Back down to Pratt. Nice pass on the inside, but Orr will steal the rebound here. Ellenwood slowing it up. Back across. Pump fake hesitation. Turnaround shot is good off the glass.
Case in point.
Nate Ellenwood is one of those players that will use the glass a lot. You've seen it over the course of his career. He'll slice through the lane and knows how to use that backboard to his advantage. Bruins up 19, 29-10. Eagles getting the mismatch they wanted there initially, and Pratt passed it up. Allen going full court here to Brush. Brush up off the glass and one.
Great concentration by Brush, going on the opposite side of the basket from his hand. Going on the left side, right-handed layup, still able to bank it home and has a chance for a three-point play. Eagles going to talk things over here as the Bruins are looking as in control as I have ever seen them.
And we know that they always get very pumped up for this game, and you know it's always a good matchup both here and down in Pensacola as well. The Bruins will be back down in Florida to face the Eagles. I believe it's February 8th is that matchup down there in Pensacola. And they bring the same kind of atmosphere down in the Sports Center. But for now, it has been all Bruins here early on, namely Eli Couples and company. As the freshman has been doing it all for the Bruins here, particularly from beyond the arc. We said 14 points.
Oh, and he's done on 5 of 5 shooting, too. That's what makes it even more impressive. It's more field goals by himself than the entire Eagles team at this point. Pensacola just have not been able to find their stride offensively. Just 27% Only 14% from beyond the arc. Bruins 69 and 63, respectively. And 4 for 4 on free throws to boot.
That one up and good. A 22-point advantage now in the half. Brush getting a hand on it. Using this one across. Saw to move.
And part of what makes that press effective is even though they were able to technically break it, now they have 10 fewer seconds to run their actual offense. It just compresses everything.
Bruins getting those hands up defensively, really forcing the Eagles into tough looks. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as Austin Lewis, the freshman guard, had lost track of time and buzzer went off.
And again, that's exactly what I was talking about with that side effect of the press. You drain, in this case, almost a full 10 seconds off the clock before the ball even crosses midcourt.
Daniel Fuller checking into the game, and you want to talk about a guy that can get hot from three. Last week, Daniel Fuller went 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. That's right, folks, 7 of 10, 70% shooter in the win over Welch.
And he really had a pretty good look there, just left it a bit short.
Play through the lane. That blocked by Brush. Woods is going to get the follow and finish the play.
What a follow by Brush.
Another freshman the Bruins are really excited about this year. Local guy from Greer, South Carolina, Riverside High School right up the road here. One of the first times that coaching staff had the opportunity to see him play, and just the more they saw him, the more they thought, hey, this kid would make a great Bruin, and hey, he's joining the roster this year. Barnhart. His shot from just beyond the free throw line, no good.
Nice fight for it by McKennedy, but not able to haul it in. How about the start by the Bruins? Just over 10 minutes in, 34-12. Highlighted by the freshman, Elijah Couples. 14 points, including 4 for 4 on threes.
Porter bringing it up for the Eagles, met by Devin Dean. We're just over the halfway point of the first half here from the Davis Fieldhouse. Johnny Gamet and Nate Warwick bringing you the action here. Rivalry night in the Fieldhouse. Bruins welcoming Pensacola. Woods, turnaround shot, no good. Ellenwood the rebound. Ellenwood pushing it in transition, back outside to Fuller. Thought about a three there for a second. Barnhart through the lane. The big fella making it work. Up off the glass. Three from the outside. No good. McKennedy going to pick up another foul here. I think that's only 2 on McKennedy.
Yeah, only 3 total fouls on the Bruins and 2 of them on McKennedy.
Chapman Harwood re-entering the game for the Bruins, another upperclassman for the team, and Sean Allen will come in as well. That's one thing about the Bruins this year. Of course, if you followed the team last year, the enormity of injuries that they had over the course of the season, and really talking to Coach Yu and Coach Miller in the offseason, they said, we don't want to get into situations again where we just run out of gas, which was what happened a lot of times last year, as the team would be in position and just end up running out of gas. And so the team going with a deeper lineup, more players on the roster this year, and so far have been relatively healthy in terms of few players getting major injuries. And Allen swiping to try to make the block and got some of the body instead, so that'll be a foul on him. 3rd team foul. here in the first half. 8:07 left to go here in the opening half. Coming up for the Bruins later on next week is Tuesday, I believe it is. Toccoa Falls will come to town, another region matchup for the Bruins. And then next Friday night, the Bruins welcome Johnson University of Tennessee. That'll be a good matchup as well. Also a reminder, next week is the 48th High School Invitational Tournament on the campus of Bob Jones University. We've got 16 teams from around the country who will be coming into play. So if you're in the Greenville area, it's all free admission, so come on by and see some great high school basketball, both men's and women's. And next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's pretty much a solid stream of basketball through those days.
Including a Bruins doubleheader on both Tuesday and Friday.
Also next Friday night, would like to give a shout out to our fall national championship teams. It'll be our ring and banner ceremony after the men's game. So make your plans to join us. That's also a very special event as we honor the men's cross country team, the women's soccer team, and the women's volleyball team. Eli Couples checking back in the game, and actually, Nate, some bandaging on that left hand.
Oh, we'll see if it affects anything. No, it doesn't! Like he never left.
Allen to Pratt, back to Clay. And a scoop shot by Clay, and another foul on Allen.
It's his second as well. 7:30 to go here in the first half, so might roll the dice with leaving him out there. Just he's going to have to be aware and not pick up a third one here in this half. Allen, a very tenacious defender, very physical. Or if I'm guessing,
Sotomu coming back in for the Eagles, and Orr coming in for Barnhart. .730 left to go in this opening half. Bruins have been able to blow this one wide open thanks to the hot shooting of Eli Couples. As we said, I believe five. I think five. That's his fifth three-pointer in the first half, and he's made all five. Dean on the baseline. Back out. Jump shot by Allen is going to be short. Clay pulls down the rebound. Sotomu through the lane trying to find Pratt. Intercepted by Dean. Dean splitting the defenders. Going back across. Laying it off to Couples. And Couples! And one.
took an inadvertent hit to the face as well and still finished. Anthony Horton whistled for the foul. 15th foul, first personal. Allen is having a seat now. And if he makes this, Couples will have 20 points.
20 points in the first half for the freshman.
And he hasn't even played all 13 minutes. What a play by Harwood.
Harwood throwing it off of the Eagles player, John Clay. What an athletic move there by Chap.
And how good is it to see him out here healthy again after a couple essentially lost seasons.
Couples. Swing pass. Chapman through the lane. Back out, and we have an off-the-ball foul here called on Christian Porter.
His first, team sixth. Ellenwood checking in for Chapman. Also checking in Grant Smith in for Porter on the Eagles side.
Back out to Dean. He'll take a three from the outside. That one off the mark. Clay pushing it in transition. Back outside. That's Robertson, who just checked into the game for the Eagles. Clay trying to drive baseline. Pickpocketed there by Ellenwood. Ellenwood through the lane, trying to lay it up for Dean. Dean is able to go up and is fouled in the process.
Chance Roberson whistled for the foul that time. Dean's been good from the line so far. He'll try to tag on a couple more. Bruins have done a great job of being aggressive. Even though they've been shooting so well from outside, they haven't been settling for or forcing an outside shot. They're still being aggressive, getting to the basket, getting to the line, getting a lot of high percentage shots. And I look forward to seeing what their percentages are at halftime. This has got to be one of the best offensive outputs we've seen from the Bruins in a long time.
Reminder, we'll have Coach Yu coming up at the half in our halftime interview. Definitely get his thoughts as to how his team has played here in this opening half. And we'll have a timeout here with 5:57 to go in the first half. With nationwide capabilities, Ronald Blue Trust provides wealth management strategies and trust services based on biblical principles to help clients make wise financial decisions, live generously, and leave a lasting legacy. You can find out more information at ronblue.com/Greenville.
I don't think you could come up with a better start for the Bruins than they have done this game. It feels like everything has worked. The defense has been there. The offense has been there. Great ball movement, almost no turnovers. Really none or very few bad shots. It just seems like the entire team has been in sync regardless of which five players are out there.
And really it hasn't been, again, there have been some shots that you look at, namely Nate Ellenwood off the glass or those other kinds of things. But some of these looks have just been wide open looks that the Bruins have been able to knock down. And again, the Bruins in this one shooting 6 of 13 from 3, just about the 50% mark. But Eli Couples making 5 of those 6. Couples leading the way with 20 points. Ellenwood, Dean, and Barnhart all with 6 apiece. And tapped away initially by Dean, but he couldn't secure the steal.
Other Bruins contributing as well. Ellenwood, Dean, and Barnhart all with 6, 5 for Brush. And also just kind of it's gotten lost a little bit behind the three-point and general brilliance of Couples, but the Bruins are a perfect 10 of 10 from the line as well.
Couples back across to Ellenwood. Thought about the three there for a second. Back to Fuller. Fuller finds Orr in the post. Orr trying to work his magic. Swarmed by defenders, gets it back to Dean, and Dean will be fouled on the baseline. Sotomu with the foul.
Talked about being perfect from the line. Dean is a big part of that. He's 6 for 6. He has made the most of his trips to the charity stripe. 2 more chances here. First one goes down, and Johnny, I'd be surprised if you can even see that right now. Got a little wall in front of us.
The disadvantage of our vantage point sometimes is that we get a lot of player-coach conferences, and when you add an official to the mix as well, it's a big wall of humanity right in front of us. Bruins have pushed it to a 30-point advantage, 48-18. And that'll be a foul on Dean on the other end.
2 shots upcoming for Clay. Brush getting ready to check back in for the Bruins. First shot is up and good. And he will come in for Fuller. So Orr, Brush, Dean, Ellenwood, and Couples on the floor for the Bruins.
Orr at the top of the key.
Great feed from Ellenwood.
Clay, elbow jumper, no good. Ellenwood trying to chase it down and tips it to himself. And such a characteristic after watching Nate for his career here. That tip the rebound to yourself, and Couples through the lane, getting a lot of body contact there.
They're going to say that was on the floor, but it is the seventh. Or I'm sorry, they're in the bonus, so it will be a 1-and-1.
Free throws the rest of the way out, and Coach Getch going to call a timeout and talk things over. 4:31 left to go here in the first half. Bruins just absolutely on top of the Eagles right now. 50-20 is our score. If you're the Eagles, you got to hope the scoring pace doesn't keep up. Bruins still with 4.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Like I said, everything clicking for them on offense right now, and the defense has been shut down. I mean, the Eagles, I think 6 of their 20 points have come from the free throw stripe. So they've only had 14 points off of field goals in over 15 minutes. That is phenomenal defending. And, of course, the offensive output has been staggering here in the early going. It has been a rough season for the Eagles, 5-15 on the year. And as mentioned previously, this is their 15th road game of the season, or at least 15th game away from home, whether it's true road or neutral.
Yeah.
They have been out of their friendly confines a lot this year. And
this is always a tough stretch for the Eagles, as the start of every single second semester, they go on literally a 2 or 3 week road trip and play a lot of road games back to back to back to back. And, it's one of those things where you're always in the bus, you're always going to the next destination, you're always playing in somebody else's gym. It can be taxing. And doesn't get any easier when you come into the Davis Fieldhouse, especially the first home game of the semester for the Bruins.
Checking in for the Bruins, Mark Dickerson in for the first time.
Another freshman out of Michigan. 3-point shot from the outside is good. It's in Chance Robertson. Couples trying to slice through, or trying to make a play on it, and it'll go back to the Eagles.
Well, Couples is human. He missed one. First shot he has missed of any kind of the entire half.
Grant Smith, Sotomu, driving through the lane, back to Smith. Hesitation, driving baseline, tapped away, and Dickerson back across. Ellenwood will finish the play.
And again, great awareness on that one extra pass to make an already good shot an even better shot. 54-23, and now whistle on Dickerson, and that'll be 1-1 for the Eagles now. 3:33 to go. Bruins lead by 31. Checking in Christian Porter in for Grant Smith. Both teams have really done phenomenally from the free throw line. I think Pensacola's only missed one. Bruins still perfect. And teams have made the most of their opportunities.
3:30 and counting here in the opening half. Bruins up 54-25. Back across.
And Bruins going to use their first timeout of the game thus far with 3:19 to go. Another great feed from Ellenwood. He is such a leader for this team. And one of the things that impressed me the most is his court vision. Some of the passes you'll see him commit on a regular basis are just super fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. He is, over his career here with the team, has had some plays that your jaw drops down and you're just like, how did that happen?
I mean, he's one of those players who can give you a 26-6, a 20.6 boards, 6 assists kind of stat line any given night. Has been known to flirt with a triple-double from time to time.
And still applying that defensive pressure.
Ten on the shot clock.
Play, turnaround shot, no good, and that's not going to hit everything or hit anything.
Dustin Button checking in
for Dickerson.
More fresh legs off the bench for the Bruins. The lead still 31 here, less than 3 minutes to go in the first half. And hard to imagine there's going to be too many negative things from Coach here during the halftime break. Mentioned we will hear from Coach Uwaro at halftime. And reminder that coming up next week, doubleheaders for the Bruins on both Tuesday and Friday. That ball going all over the place.
Three from the outside. Inside to Ellenwood. Tried to lay it off for Barnhart there, and Couples going in the corner.
And traveled apparently. Bruins getting a little sloppy down the stretch here, but still holding a 28-point lead. Foul on Fuller, I believe, on the shot. It's 8th team foul on the Bruins, but it's a shooting foul anyway. Or no, they're going to get Brush on that foul instead. Eagles trying to fight their way back into this one from the line, doing a good job of it, is still very efficient.
Fuller, he'll go through the lane up off the glass for two.
Great awareness, seeing that everybody had cleared out. He just had one man to beat. Got him with the quick first step.
Stolen away by Button. Button coming back the other way, and Dustin Button throwing it down. Eagles able to answer right back under a minute to go here in the first half. Couples will slow it up. Ellenwood has that one taken away. Eagles coming back in transition. Woods trying to go back up to Clay. Clay through the lane.
Traveled.
And it'll be a double dribble.
A double dribble. 37.5, so a 7.5 second differential between the shot and game clocks is what has been a outstanding offensive performance here in the first half. Bruins hitting the 60-point mark.
Fuller thought about the pass there for a second. Instead, takes a three. Rebound to Bunton. Back across to Fuller. Thought about it again there for a second. I think the Bruins are going to hold for the last shot here, giving it to Ellenwood. 6 on the clock. Through the lane, back across. Fuller, three-point shot away. In and out.
Well, they got the look they wanted, and what a first half by the Bruins. Lead by 28 at the buzzer. Thoughts with Coach Ute here?
Coach, I don't think you expected to start shooting that way in the first half. What was clicking for you guys offensively? Other than Eli Couples.
Well, you know, he's put in the work. He is the first in the gym, and I've been talking about that, is to do common things in an uncommon way. And Eli's really bought into that. And him and Dustin are the first two guys in the gym, and they just start with their form shooting every day. And you know, he pretty much missed first semester with an injury. We tried to get him in the couple games. Then he played a lot over our last 3 days in Florida last weekend. And so I'm glad to see things clicking for him so early. I honestly didn't expect that. I mean, I expected him to play well, but not that well.
Defensively, you also did a lot of good things in forcing them into tough looks. But how do you think overall the defensive performance was?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to be completely happy with that, but I'm happy with some of the things we're doing pressure-wise. It's giving us a chance to play a lot of people. But I honestly don't think we should ever give up a three, and until we're perfect and not giving up threes, I'm going to be a little bit picky about that.
All righty, Coach. We'll see you back here for the second half. Bruins up 60-32, an offensive outpouring in that first half. We'll see you back here for second half action right after this. Second half action here from the Davis Fieldhouse as the Bruins and the Eagles writing the next chapter in this rivalry. The Bruins all over PCC in the first half, 60-32 is our score at the break. Jason Barnhart missing it there. Nate, why don't you run down some of the stats for us?
Well, Elijah Couples, literally for 17 minutes of that half, was outscoring the Eagles team by himself. He had 22 points, 7 of 8 shooting, including 5 of 5 from free throws.
Ellenwood coming away with a steal
points.
and increases the lead back up to 30.
Free throw-wise, the teams combined to be 24 of 25. Absolutely outstanding shooting.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, coaches talk about it in practice all the time. Porter going to take the three from the outside and knocks it down. He's got 11 for the Eagles.
Gives him the team leading total. Clay led the way in the first half with 10. No other Bruins in double figures, but a lot of contributions all over the place as 9 different players found the scoring sheet for the Bruins.
Back across, Barnhart absorbing the contact. Looked at the official like, hey, that may have been a foul in a lot of books. Porter going to take the three again. This one too strong. Back to Clay. He'll have an open shot from the corner. No good. Sotomu is there for the follow.
And I think probably Coach you a little bit frustrated about the second and third chance opportunities on that one.
Yeah, just a difference to the start of both of these halves. I mean, when the Bruins came out in the first half, it was turning it on and let's go. And seem a little bit more tentative. And although the score is what it is, this is a chance for Coach Yu to really get into his guys' heads and say, listen, we may be up by a lot, but we've got 18 minutes still left to go. Let's put this one out of reach here in the first couple of minutes.
Breaking down a couple of the other stats real quick. Bruins led the rebound margin 16-10. Shot 57% from the floor, 40% from 3, 33 and 36% for Pensacola respectively. Turnovers only 2 for the Bruins the entire half, 10 for Pensacola. Fouls 9-7. Bruins with more of those. And of course, the big story of the first half, besides just the general offensive explosion, was Couples.
He gets it in the corner, three-point shot. That one too strong. Sotomu the rebound. Back to Clay, ahead to Pratt. Pratt dropping it off to Woods. Sotomu will take the three from the outside. He was all by himself. Barnhart skying for the rebound. Gets it quickly to Ellenwood. To Devin Dean. Dean, baseline. No good that time. McKennedy trying on the follow, and that'll stay Bruins ball.
Dean has struggled a little bit from the floor, but he has done a great job of drawing fouls and getting to the line. He's been there 8 times, and as mentioned previously, has hit all of them. This is one of those areas where it as you referenced earlier, it can be very tough for a team to maintain the same energy and intensity when you lead by 27 as when you're just starting the game and trying to build a lead. So as improbable as it seems, the Bruins have to be careful that they don't take their foot off the gas and let the Eagles back in, just like we saw the Bruins pour in a bunch in the first half. We could see a bunch the other way in the second. Barnhart drawing the foul. Wasn't able to get the call the first time around, gets it this time. Second foul on Pratt. Barnhart hits both, so the Bruins continue their stretch of perfection from the charity stripe. And speaking of continuing, the Bruins have run with a full or modified full court press pretty much the entire game.
Sotomu Back to Clay. Baseline jumper, John Clay can't get the roll that time. Couples will get the rebound. Couples trying to push it ahead, a little too far for Ellenwood, and that'll be a turnover.
Not a bad idea, just too much under it.
Down in the quarter to Pratt. Porter. Clay driving through the lane. A jump shot from the outside, no good. McKennedy the rebound. McKennedy in the corner to Dean. They thought about a baseline drive there for a second, turns around instead, and it's going to be a foul called on John Clay.
His second, team second.
Dean to Ellenwood in the corner. Off the back iron, McKennedy gets the offensive rebound, no good. Dean trying to sky for it. McKennedy gets it back, and the Bruins will get another offensive possession. Ellenwood, and he's going to be fouled by Pratt.
That's 3 on Pratt now, 2 of them in relatively quick succession.
Hayes Brush getting ready to come in.
Also checking in Derek Woods for the Eagles. Ellenwood gets the friendly bounce. Lead is back up to 30. Dean going to have a seat for the time being. And Pratt coming out.
One is good as well. Bruins, with 16 and a half to go, are nearing 70 points already. The lane, back in the corner, Porter for 3, no good.
That's a good look though for the Eagles.
Barnhart pushing it in transition, back across the Couples. Couples is fouled going up, and that'll send him to the line for 2.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on Clay, so now Clay and Pratt both with 3 fouls apiece, 4 team fouls in 4 minutes. Austin Lewis getting ready to check in for the Eagles. Presumably for Clay, I would assume. We'll see. First free throw up and good. And no, actually, he's going to relieve Porter instead. So going to roll the dice with Clay out there with 3 fouls with over 16 minutes to go. I really like the Bruins' aggression, though, in making a conscious effort to get the ball down low, draw contact, and get those high percentage shots. Normally when a team is shooting 40% from 3, you're going to expect them to put up a lot of threes, but they've been very patient, taking the best shots.
Foul going to be called on Zach Orr. I think maybe they may have assigned that to the wrong player. I don't think Zach was close to the play, but in any case, he's going to be called for the foul.
I wonder if it was maybe supposed to be 21 instead of 23.
21, yeah, or there was a 2 and a 3 there with Nate Ellenwood and Eli Couples, but Ellenwood back across to John Allen. Everybody remembers the role that John played on the team last year. Incredible story as John transferred and really was kind of told early on, you're going to be more of a reserve guy for us. We've got a lot of our guys coming back, and as a result, kind of put himself into that mentality. And then with about 3 weeks to begin the season, he went from reserve player to starting point guard and logged some of the most minutes on the team last year and really made the most of those minutes. Ellenwood from 3. Got it.
And again, great pass. Had an inside look, but was well covered. Says, hey, multiple people on me. Somebody's got to be open to the outside. Gives Ellenwood a wide open three. And he converts.
Clay through the lane. Bodied down, and that'll be a foul called. I believe this one's going to be on Allen.
Clay has been a frequent flyer to the lane as he's been aggressive early and often, has gotten to the charity stripe 8 times. It'll be 9 and 10 now. That's the 3rd foul on Allen. Chapman Harwood gets ready to check in for the Bruins. Odd to say this because of how well he's doing at the line, but Clay is actually the only player to miss a free throw today. It's now 8 of 9. Make it 9 and 10.
Allen. Back to Brush. Allen, little hesitation, and he gets it to go. Send back. Brush across to Couples. Up and in. Eli Couples continuing what has been an incredible night for the freshman.
Poked away, but we'll stay with the Eagles as Dean gets ready to check back in. And we have a timeout for the Eagles. Bruins have built the lead to 34. Less than 6 minutes into the second half. And it really hasn't been any jaw-dropping plays, just a lot of doing the little things right, a lot of high percentage shots inside, good passing. Only tried a couple threes the entire 6+ minutes, and they were wide open.
Yeah, you see the Bruins have a little bit backed off the gas in terms of the offensive urgency, but really see the team that is still keeping the tempo and really creating those open opportunities. Again, like you said, it really hasn't been something where even Eli Couples has had, this incredible performance where he's falling away and making shots, like Steph Curry range and those kinds of things. The Bruins offensively have just been able to create open looks tonight, and it's passing up, it's creating those high percentage looks, it's making that extra pass, and in turn, they've just had an incredible offensive night. Inside to Woods, blocked by Orr, kept alive. Sotomayor across the way, in the corner for Clay. Got it.
That's a good example of an extra pass there for the Eagles as well. Good job getting him an open look.
Dean through the lane, back out to Allen, across. Hayes brush for 3, no good. Allen skying for the offensive rebound to extend the possession. We'll draw it back out. Brush tried or thought about it for a second again, and this time going to be fouled going through the lane.
That's going to be on Austin Lewis. Only his first, but the Eagles have already picked up 5 fouls in less than 6.5 minutes. So the Bruins could be seeing a lot more of the free throw line later on. The Bruins still have not missed a single free throw this entire game.
Clay trying to keep it in play, and the Bruins will get it back.
Great defense to just keep a body right there, but not foul him. Made it difficult. What a drive by Brush. Taking it to the far side, and then going to pick up a foul almost immediately. Only the team's third, his second. He's got a little too aggressive on the defensive side, but fantastic finish on offense. Bruins still applying full court pressure. Clay getting a break on the bench. He has definitely left it all out on the court here this evening.
Well, he really has done that. I've enjoyed watching him over the course of his career. You know, Pensacola has had some times of rebuilding and growth, and that sometimes can be discouraging for a player to come in and have to try to, keep your head up. And John has always really put his heart on the floor every single time he steps on the court. Missed opportunity there is Eagles coming back the other way. Porter has it up top, met by Hayes. Back in the corner, Smith for three, and he'll knock it down. The Eagles starting to heat up a little bit. Excuse me, that was Austin Lewis who hit that shot. Brush through the lane, and we're going to have another foul called with Brush going through the lane.
It's going to be the second one on Lewis. Trio of subs waiting to come in: Barnhart, Ellenwood, and Fuller. And Fuller, really one of the only Bruins who has had a rough night. And there's the first missed free throw of the game for the Bruins. Finally. Brush is going to be that one, but get a second shot here. Bruins leading by 30. Makes the second.
Three from the corner again, and it is Austin Lewis with back-to-back threes for the Eagles.
Pensacola offensively has been much, much better this half, but they have not been able to slow down the Bruins offense at all. So the gap is still exactly the same as it was at halftime, 28 points.
And another foul going baseline here, so that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity here for
There's 11:44 on the clock, and the Bruins are already in the bonus.
And really the reason for that is just because they have been able to attack the rim and take advantage of those open opportunities. Again, the ball is just moving all around this side of the court. And the Bruins able to take advantage of those opportunities. I want to thank the folks at La Quinta by Wyndham, as they're the official hotel provider of your BJU Bruins, located just minutes from campus near the Haywood Mall. La Quinta Inn & Suites provides exceptional service and great amenities for your next stay. Ask them about the Bruins special rate by calling 864-233-8018. Again, a reminder, coming up next week on Tuesday night, Bruins will be back in action, both the women's and the men's team, as they take on Toccoa Falls College right here at the Davis Fieldhouse. 5 and 7 o'clock tip-off times for those games. And then next Friday night, a busy evening all around as the Bruins welcome Johnson University of Tennessee. 6 and 8 o'clock, those the tip-off times. And again, the University hosting the 48th Annual High School Invitational Basketball Tournament. They'll be starting on Tuesday with games getting underway on Wednesday. And games will be running from Wednesday to Friday. 16 teams from around the country and a whole lot of basketball in 72 hours.
Well, the Bruins have already been to the free throw line 10 times here in the second half, and we're barely 8 minutes in. They'll get one here, and Ellenwood with a rare miss. Bruins now with 4 different players in double digits. Couple still leading the way with 26, but then Ellenwood with 15, Brush with 12, Barnhart with 10. Meanwhile, John Clay leading the way for the Eagles with 17, Porter with 11.
A jump ball called here On the baseline, we're back to the Eagles as Cam McKennedy re-enters the game. Brush coming out. Shot by Woods is up and in. Lead is now 26.
Now Pensacola is shooting over 50% here in the second half, and a very solid 4 of 9 from beyond the arc.
Kennedy handing this one off to Couples. Back to Ellenwood. Swing pass over to McKennedy. Down low to Barnhart. Barnhart muscling his way in and around and drops it in again. Well, something that a lot of people don't know. I believe I'm getting this number right, but Jason Barnhart scored over 3,000 points in his high school career. And just an amazing player, and really a guy that just is such a class guy on and off the court. And Ellenwood going to be called for the foul there.
Travel.
Travel, excuse me. I thought he remained on his pivot foot, but
he thought so too.
Sotomu going through the lane. Ran into Barnhart. Barnhart gets it back over to McKennedy. McKennedy up and in. This one back across here. Noah Rawlings with it. Trapped in the corner. Sotomu with it. Shot from Lewis from the outside.
Lewis has been on fire. He's now 4 of 5 from outside, and I think all of those have come in this half.
He has found that spot and has had space.
Lead is down to 24. And when you think about what Coach Hughes said at halftime about never wanting to allow a three-pointer, probably not overly thrilled about that.
That is a high percentage shot for Jason Barnhart. And as we've seen him do in his career, you get the ball on the block, you're in for a tough next couple of seconds.
He has 14, chance to make it 15. His 5th free throw of the day. Perfect 4 of 4 thus far. That was the 3rd foul on Sotomu. And he'll be having a seat for a bit. Checking in is A.J. Ward, freshman out of Pensacola. He's actually one of only 2 players that are actually from Pensacola, the other being Joshua Alexander.
Barnhart knocks it down, and that's 15 points for him and an 89-62 advantage for the Bruins. Past the halfway point in the second half.
Barnhart frustrated at himself.
He got tangled up with Woods and got to be called as a result for the foul. Just the first one on Jason, 4th team in the second half. Porter will do the inbound for the Eagles. Gets it into Woods, and Woods finishes the play. Nice passing and finishing ability there.
Well, the Eagles' offense has just looked night and day better here in the second half.
Dean through the lane, back out to Couples. He'll take the 3 again and got it to go. Have a day, Eli Couples.
He had only tried 1 3 in this entire second half and had missed it, but he hits that one. He's now 6 for 7.
Orr coming in, Barnhart out. Clay coming back in for the Eagles as well.
Coming out is Porter. 92-64, and we still have over 8 minutes to go in this one. And Johnny, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you what is the most points the Bruins have ever scored in a game.
You know, I was sitting there thinking, I
want to say it's like 107 or 109, something around that range. in their 8th year of existence here this year. I want to say it's high 1-0 something. Chapman Harwood checking in for Ellenwood.
I think it was 108 for some reason in that memorable Warren Wilson game from a couple years ago. Kyle Turner and company. Nice steal from McKennedy. Dean trying to follow on the offensive rebound, and back come the Eagles the other way. It's Noah Rawlings.
Good trap at the corner.
Rawlings back up top. This is Austin Lewis with it. Play. Lane.
It's on Cam McKennedy.
Foul
His
on
third.
McKennedy in the reach-in. It's a 15 foul for the Bruins. Woods, turnaround hook shot, no good, but nobody picked up number 34, A.J. Ward. Couples keeping it in right to Ward, and unfortunately Couples not going to get the assist for that one.
Love the hustle, though.
Couples gets it back and gets a three.
Makes it look so easy.
Incredible. Reminiscent of some of the great shooters in Bruins basketball history, the Marshall Riddles, the Dustin Killos,
And the best part is he's a freshman.
Yeah, showing a big showing here against their rival. Harwood. Through the lane, up off the glass, no good. Dean trying on the follow, and he gets his own rebound and own putback. 99-66, and we still have just under 7 minutes to go. Back outside, Woods. His shot on the way, no good. Couples coming back the other way. To McKennedy.
We talked about Fuller's night the other time going 7 of 10 on three. How about Couples 7 of 8? And now the Bruins have crossed the century mark with over 6 minutes to go. Leading by 35. I think looking at the records, a lot of people would have expected a Bruin victory, but I don't think anybody expected this.
You knew coming into this one the Bruins were going to really have, I mean, again, starting second semester with 3 games in 3 days against 3 really quality teams. They started off second semester against the defending national champions, Grace Christian University, battled them to a really difficult loss, and then to be able to respond to that, coming back with back-to-back wins over Welch and then a region win over Johnson University of Florida. You know, each one of those cases that really gives you some mental toughness and tenacity. And so I was talking with Coach after the game, and he said, you know, I really feel like we're going to come in next week ready to play. And they certainly have shown up here tonight. 32 points for Elijah Couples. And again, we're talking about records, Nate. I believe Marshall Riddle's 39 is still the record right now.
And the efficiency is astounding. 10 of 12 field goals, 7 of 8 threes, 5 of 5 free throws. It has really been excellent. Also, the Bruins still with only 5 turnovers in the entire game. Extremely impressive.
So many thanks to our graduate assistant, Micah Bennett, as he just looked it up. Twice in the 2017 season, the Bruins scored 115 points. That has been the biggest so far.
Were either of those at home? Because I do not remember that.
It was against College of Faith and Manhattan Christian. The Manhattan Christian one was in the national tournament in the consolation game. Another one where the team just went off from a percentage perspective. And Zach Orr going to be called for the over-the-back foul.
Well, the Bruins with some work to do to catch the all-time high then, but definitely possible with over 5 to go. Clay continuing his solid night. It's been lost a bit in just the barrage of scoring from the Bruins, but Clay has 19 points. One of 4 Eagles in double figures. And he got fouled on the floor, but that'll be foul number 10, I think.
So this will be 2 shots for Elijah Couples, and I guess we'll go ahead and just announce it because there's no other player that's going to be the player of the game tonight. Absolutely incredible performance, as you said, Nate. 10 of 12 from the field, 7 of 8 from 3, and now a perfect 6 for 6 from free throw range. And the Bruins, again, folks, we are not making these free throw stats up. That is now 28 of 29 from the stripe.
And it's, to an extent, even more impressive when you factor in the fact that Pensacola is 12 of 13. So when somebody's gone to the free throw line, it's been all but automatic.
Rebound opportunity, no good. Orr will pull down the rebound. Hands this one off to Dean. Dean up off the glass for 2. 105-68.
Bruins now have 5 different players with 12 points or more. Or did not get called for the foul, but did knock it out of bounds. Getting ready to check back in, Derek Woods, along with miscommunication there. Passed it directly to Zach Orr.
Across, McKennedy, left-handed layup is up and good. 8 points away from the record. Robertson down to Clay.
Foul on McKennedy. That's his 4th. Team 7th. Harwood getting ready to check in now as well, along with Dustin Button, who threw down a great 2-handed jam in the first half. Clay will have a 1-and-1 opportunity here, as that was not a shooting foul. Clay has been very good from the line, however. 9 of 10. Eagles have already scored 7 more than they did in the entire first half, but the Bruins have just been unstoppable.
Ellenwood trying to thread the needle to John Allen on the baseline. Clay, his shot up and in. And another timeout here from Coach Getch. Appreciate some of the help of some of our fans, as I have a couple others telling us here on the broadcast that we have a couple of times in our history that we have scored over 100 points. 104 in a 109-104 loss against Warren Wilson. That's the one I remember. I think that was an overtime game, pretty sure.
I believe so, yes.
And then we won here at home against Warren Wilson, 107-94 that same season. So,
and I think we topped 100 against them, or against somebody earlier this year.
Could have been.
All the years kind of blur together when you get to be our age.
It's the truth. It is the truth. Incredible. It's our 8th season here of intercollegiate competition with the Bruins basketball team. And, well, Nate, you've been behind the mic for all of them. So,
and I would not trade it for anything.
You got a little more tenure than I do.
It has been an honor and a privilege. A lot of fun.
5 players in double figures now for the Bruins, 34 for couples leading the way. Ellenwood and Barnhart each with 15, and Dean and Brush each with 12. Ellenwood also with 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals on the night as well. But again, Nate, we've said this a couple times on the broadcast, but a number that's really jumping out to me as well is how well the Bruins are taking care of the basketball. 6 turnovers in the entirety of the game.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. And the shooting efficiency as well, 59% for the game. 41 from outside.
Rush handing this one off to Ellenwood. Back to Allen in the corner. Harwood, 3-point shot away is good. 110-71. 3 minutes to go. Lewis trying to answer back from 3. That one no good. Harwood pulls down the rebound, pushing it ahead in transition, intercepted by Porter. Porter's got a 1-on-3, so he'll drop it back to Clay, who takes the 3. That one too short. On the ground, Pratt going down to the floor to get it. Eagles extending possession here. That's Lewis back to Pratt, up off the glass for 2.
Lewis has quietly had a really good second half. 4 of 6 on threes. A couple of good other plays like that pass there. Well, Bruins have a little under 2.5 minutes. Are 5 points away from their all-time points record in a game. Foul on the floor on John Allen, so that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Eagles. A couple subs getting ready to check in. Mark Dickerson back in, as well as Jacob Laux.
Jacob Laux seeing his first action of the season. A nice ovation from the crowd, and Coach Yu looking up at the scoreboard, pulling Ellenwood and Harwood off the floor. No doubt probably going to let them sit the remainder of the night. This one well in hand here with 2 minutes to go. Just an incredible performance.
Yeah, the scoring has slackened ever so slightly in the second half, but not much. 60 in the first, 50 through the first 18 minutes of the second.
Brush. Back to Allen, across to Dickerson. Back in the corner for Brush. Back to Bunton, 10 on the shot clock. Allen through the lane. Trying to go left hand. Laux trying to go for it, and now
Jump
two
ball.
Players tangled up.
It's going to stay with the Bruins.
And it'll stay Bruins ball here, and a fresh 20 on the shot clock as well.
Minute 37 to go in this one. Bruins with arguably the most impressive performance of the season to date.
Inbound play, going to go right to Coach Yu, and we'll go back to the Eagles. Here is the chance of, I believe that we will win. Probably could have started closer to halftime, but credit the Eagles as they really have come out strong here in the second half. And you know, it's one of those things when you go into the locker room, you can either hang your head or you can come out and say, hey, we're going to try to make a game of this. And you never gave up and really continue to work hard. As I said, these two teams will meet again in February down in Pensacola, and it's always a fun atmosphere down in Florida. Dickerson throwing that one away. Porter from the corner. Got it.
New foul, so 2 shots upcoming for Brush.
1 minute to play. Looks like the Bruins may be getting just close enough to that record, but not sure if we'll.
It depends on the foul situation, most likely.
I would think that you wouldn't be trying to foul with the score what it is.
Oh, that's true.
Being under a minute to go.
But it did just happen, so.
That's true.
I agree with you, but at the same time.
111-78. Exactly 1 minute to go. Brush has one more free throw upcoming. That one no good. Ball bouncing around and Brush able to come away with it. Lewis will bring it up on the advance. Goes down to Pratt, and Lauk's going to be called for the reach-in foul.
.47 seconds.
Pratt is able to make
good
first. What will be his last game here in the Davis Fieldhouse. A great career for the senior forward. Dickerson finds Bunton, and definitely one of the highlights of the night, Dustin Bunton throwing it down in the first half, which got the crowd to its feet. Now stealing it is A.J. Ward. And Porter intercepting it again. Still bouncing around. Pratt on the hook shot, no good. And we're going to let this one run out. Bruins pouring it on early on. And your final score here from the Fieldhouse. Bruins 111, Eagles 79. And with that, the Bruins will remain unbeaten in region play, a perfect 3-0. And they move above 500 for the first time this season at 9-8. Star of the game, unquestionably and without a doubt, Eli Couples finishing the game with, I believe, 35 points on the night for the freshman. What a performance from him. And it gives the Bruins a big-time win on their home court. Again, your final score here from the Davis Fieldhouse. Bruins 111, Eagles 79. That's going to do it for us here on the broadcast. For Nate Warwick, I'm Johnny Gammett saying good night, God bless, and go Bruins.